Chris, let me get a hand clap, lil' mama bro.
What up guys, Ali here and welcome to Ali Talks Music. Add me on Instagram at Ali Talks Music as well. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now let's get into the video. Hurricane Chris came into this world around 1989 in Louisiana. From a very young age, Chris had dreams of becoming a famous rapper like his idols. At just 8 years old, he was already writing his own rhymes. His mother deserves a lot of credit for encouraging Chris's musical talents, as she had once dreamed of rapping herself. Chris's passion for hip-hop was clear during his early years. Around 2004, he was signed to J Records with the help of producer Mr. Park. Then at age 16, around 2007, Chris made the bold choice to drop out of high school to fully pursue his rap career. Though risky, leaving school was not uncommon for many rappers. With his mother's blessing, Chris was determined to beat the odds and find rap stardom.
What happened was I got with these people that had money. They were investing in me and they had a house right down the street from my high school. So I was torn with go down the street with these people with all of this money and drive these Jaguars and do rap music or go to school. I was torn. I think that led to me not putting as much energy as I should have put into school because I knew I had a way out.
In interviews, Chris explained that he chose the name Hurricane because of his fast, intense rapping style, like a hurricane just blowing through. This name proved to be very fitting. As Hurricane, Chris's momentum began to grow pretty fast. By staying relentless and channeling his passion into music, the young rapper set the stage for his breakthrough in the competitive industry. Young Hurricane Chris was determined to make it big as a rapper and soon got his chance at the age of 17. While at a club one night, Chris spontaneously began rapping "Ay Baby" with the DJ. The DJ liked what he heard, and with the DJ's support, the catchy track quickly went platinum. The song peaked at number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100, the breakthrough Chris needed.
Hey baby, starting with a stack of them drugs. Hey baby.
Prior to this hit, Chris had released his first mixtape, Louisianimal, and an independent album called You Hear Me later that year. Though those did not have the same impact as his debut single, Ay Baby, off the album 51/50 Ratchet. Recorded just weeks later, the album also featured tracks like The Hand Clap and Players Rock. It became known for its ratchet sound and a style of crunk rap. Hurricane Chris then dropped a remix of Ay Baby with rappers like The Game and Boosie.
They know who I am. I be flying through the south in that burgundy land.
At this point in his career, Hurricane Chris was on fire. However, the album sales were not anything to brag about. It sold about 26,000 copies in the first week and debuted at number 24 on the Billboard 200. Now, despite the huge success of Ay Baby, Chris struggled to match that level again. However, the young artist still had tricks up his sleeve. Fans of rapper Hurricane Chris were on the edge of their seats around 2009, eagerly anticipating his next big hit. After his debut album 51/50 Ratchet, people expected Hurricane Chris to make another Ay Baby. However, his sophomore album Unleashed, which came out around 2009 through Polo Grounds and J Records, proved to be underwhelming. The first official single was called Halle Berry, and the second one was called Headboard. Now I'll say this, if you compare the tracks Ay Baby and Halle Berry, you can clearly tell the difference. For starters, Ay Baby feels more natural, and when the song starts you can instantly feel the energy, the vibe, the environment, and it makes you want to dance right away. While on the other hand, Halle Berry was somewhat forced. It sounds like someone told Hurricane Chris to go back into the studio and make another Ay Baby. The result was Halle Berry, a much inferior track to Ay Baby. So, because Hurricane Chris's new singles flopped, a lot of people began to consider Chris a one-hit wonder. However, Chris persevered. He dropped several mixtapes and singles in the early 2010s, including Bend It Over around 2012, Cognac around 2013. Then around 2014 to 2015, he dropped singles like Ratchet and Sections.
I'm a bitch drop beam my Benz. I only f with 9s and 10s.
When it comes to reviving his career, Hurricane Chris has certainly made valiant efforts since his smash debut around 2007. However, he unexpectedly grabbed headlines for a very different reason around 2020. Chris was arrested for a fatal shooting outside a Louisiana convenience store that June. Though murky at first, details soon arose about the harrowing incident. It took place around 1 a.m. on June 19th. Police arrived to find a gunshot victim, later identified as local man Danzaria O'Farris Jr., who subsequently died from his injuries. Chris was soon perceived to be the suspect who fired the deadly shots, though he staunchly claimed self-defense. Detectives also claimed that Chris was driving a stolen vehicle, which further complicated things for the rapper. Despite asserting his innocence, Chris was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. He quickly posted bail of $500,000, but also faced charges for allegedly possessing a stolen vehicle, which meant he had to give up another $10,000. In an interview with Vlad TV around 2021, a solemn 32-year-old Chris recounted that fateful night, maintaining that he asked the man to stop approaching his vehicle multiple times before feeling threatened enough to open fire.
Step away from the vehicle. Immediately, now, step away from the vehicle.
He offered condolences to the victim's family, but remained confident that he would beat the case. Yet, it took a grueling 3 years for that acquittal to come. When talking about this experience, Chris felt like he could finally breathe again because he got acquitted of all the charges. Chris firmly stood by acting in self-defense, evidenced by video footage and witness testimonies. When Chris was leaving the courtroom, he said the following: "Tonight I was found not guilty of second-degree murder and illegal possession of stolen things. I want to thank God, my attorneys at the Washington and Wells law firm, and my family for standing with me as my life was on the line. They wanted to give me life if I was found guilty. Now I can hug my son and think about raising him to be a man. This situation drained me and affected my health greatly. God, I give you all the glory. I got my life back, and words can't explain how I feel. Thanks to everyone who wished me well."
The Shreveport rapper known as Hurricane Chris is charged with second-degree murder. Shreveport police say 31-year-old Christopher Dooley was arrested for fatally shooting a man outside of a gas station early this morning.
Now, according to Hurricane Chris, this incident set his career back immensely. Before the case, he was putting in a lot of work and trying to revive his career, but the case became his primary focus and took a lot of his attention. Now, after being acquitted, Hurricane Chris went back to doing what he was supposed to do, and around 2023, his alleged net worth was sitting around $300,000. Now, despite dropping commercial singles ages ago, Hurricane Chris remained largely popular on social media, boasting over 200,000 followers on Facebook and Instagram, and 30,000 followers on Twitter. Additionally, a recent viral TikTok remix of Chris's hit, "A Baby," sparked discontent after podcaster Joe Budden dismissed it. According to Joe Budden, Hurricane Chris was irrelevant due to his musical decline and murder trial. Outraged, Chris posted a video thumbing through cash and blasting Joe Budden for disrespecting him as an older industry figure.
Club music.
Versus who?
Okay.
Hurricane versus what?
The very
What that existed? Versus.
Tony anniversary.
They took my
slowed
shit.
down with Hurricane Chris's bang.
Yeah, with Hurricane Chris's
bang.
Yeah.
That everybody on TikTok, if you they reimagined
Everybody used on
It's
TikTok.
reimagined the Baby Hurricane Chris record.
Yeah.
And it's a smash in terms of reels and short form. Yeah, it's a TikTok hit, right?
It been a hit before TikTok, dummy.
Yeah.
You big dummy. And at the
Very
beard, ugly
people
face.
that put that together.
Shut up, dog.
And
Nigga hating on me. Joe Budden hating.
Budden and Hurricane Chris about this record that Hurricane Chris was gonna put out, which is A Baby, which is his song.
Yeah, it's mine. Nigga. It ain't yours.
And it's a girl.
Hush! We gonna see this fool later.
Doing the video.
Chris then dropped his own A Baby remix, believing his version would outshine the TikTok one.
You basically saying, for number one, you coming out the gates saying that Lil Mama made this sample relevant. This sample made Lil Mama relevant.
Now this is, you're talking about the reemergence of the A Baby. It was like
Yeah,
it was
you know when
recreated.
yeah,
it was
like
on TikTok.
my bass.
Y'all saw everybody doing the dance.
Look, this
You
did
know
over
what I mean?
1 million streams.
I can't do that.
The My Bay, the little dance everybody was
Yeah.
doing on TikTok. You know, they made that off my song.
Now, Hurricane Chris remains loyal to those that he respects. And around 2017, when Kodak Black challenged Lil Wayne to a fight, Chris took offense and decided to stand up for Lil Wayne.
Hey, listen here, man. Tell Lil Wayne, fight me. You know what I'm saying? We finna get in the brain. We finna fight. Me and Lil Wayne. We're finna knock that stupid ass out. And if you whoop me, he the best rapper alive. You heard?
I got my jewelry on it.
He got his jewelry on it. I got my whole money, my jewelry, my highs, everything.
Chris posted an Instagram video warning Kodak Black to back down, to which Kodak Black responded by making fun of Chris's song A Baby.
Say, bro, check this out. I'ma say this, and I'ma say this one time. I go by the name of Hurricane Chris. And if you any of my people, you gotta deal with me. With that being said, Wayne, Weezy, Tunchi, whatever you wanna call them, you won't fuck with them, you won't fuck with me. That's how I'm coming. 5150. You play with my people, and I'm gonna break your jaw.
But then, Chris dropped a diss song at Kodak Black called Don't Play With Me.
Oh nigga, you ain't gonna play me like no hoe nigga.
Now, I've actually listened to this song, and all I can say is it was very lyrical. Hurricane Chris can rap very well, and his flow on the track was insane. However, as far as dissing Kodak Black on the song goes, Chris didn't throw any heavy punches. It seems like he was simply taking slight jabs at Kodak Black, and wasn't trying to go for the jugular. Nonetheless, the song was pretty hot, and it made me think, okay, Hurricane Chris might be making a comeback. Now, when Hurricane Chris defended Wayne against Kodak Black, it was unexpected. Hurricane Chris had been out of the game for a long time, and what better way to reignite the flame behind your career than jumping in a beef? Hurricane Chris was using this opportunity to promote himself, and that became evident when he began promoting his album, which was supposed to drop around March. Now, ever since then, Hurricane Chris has been on a roll. He's been rapping his ass off, and to be honest, I've been pleasantly surprised by Hurricane Chris. I used to know him as the guy that dropped A Baby, a catchy dance tune, but I didn't know that he had bars. However, if you listen to the music Hurricane Chris is dropping now, you can clearly tell that he's rapping like his life depends on it. So with that being said, Hurricane Chris is still dropping music. Is he considered a one-hit wonder? I would probably say yes, even though he does have another song called Halle Berry. But for the most part, when people think of Hurricane Chris, they think of A Baby. Chris's career has been a roller coaster, massive early success, followed by hurdles like his murder trial, which derailed his progress. Lately, Hurricane Chris seems to be doing the media rounds. He appeared on Vlad TV and other podcasts, and he's still pushing his brand. The guy has about 370,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, and his most listened to songs are A Baby, Halle Berry, A Baby Again, My Bay, and The Hand Clap. That's it for me, it's your boy Ali. What happened to Hurricane Chris in your opinion? Let me know down below. Add me on Instagram at Ali Talks Music. Till next time, peace.